morning, students. Welcome to online class. Hope you people are safe. This is Sheila, your computer application teacher. In last class, we saw what is text block, what is story, how will you add the text into a frame, isn't it? Today we shall see drawing. See, you have many drawing tools. They are going to be line tool, rectangle tool, ellipse tool, polygon tool. The name itself defines what is meant by line, rectangle and all. You people know, right? So you people have two different things actually. One is actually frame, the other one is actually applying. Frame is nothing but it just specifies the shape alone, whereas your ellipse tool, your rectangle tool and all, what happens is they just draw. Fine. So now we shall see your drawing lines. See, drawing lines is of two types. One is going to be just creating a line at its orientation, whereas second line is a constraint line tool which increments which draws only at the increments of 45 degree. What is 45 degree? If this is the angle, this is going to be your 45 degree. Let me draw again. Y-axis, x-axis, and this is going to be your 45 degree. This is how your actual diagram of your 45 degree grows. Yes, to draw a line, what you people have to do? Select the line tool from the toolbox. You people know what is the toolbox, isn't it? That toolbox question is actually an important 5 marks. So see to it, you people read it properly. You people are going to first select the line tool from the toolbox. As you select the toolbox, what happens? A cursor will appear, right? The cursor will be like a crosshair. What is meant by crosshair? Crosshair is nothing but a plus symbol. This is how your cursor actually changes. What is a cursor? Small blinking line that actually occurs is going to be a cursor. When you move, some arrow keeps moving along with your mouse, isn't it? In your screen, it is going to be your cursor. So click and drag on the screen to draw a line. So what happens? You will just click on the particular place where the line has to start, and you will keep moving the mouse such that what happens, as you drag, the line will appear. Now you can release the mouse button and the line will be drawn and selected. The sizing of the lines can be done from either side. Either you can make it smaller or increase it from this side as well this side. Clear? Resize the line by clicking in, and if you are not satisfied with the size of the line, you can resize it by just again pressing it and drawing it. Clear? Now, to draw a dotted line, what you people have to do? The same. You have to click on the line tool from the toolbox. What happens? A custom stroke will appear. As it appears, you people can go for stroke style. Yes. And when you click on this stroke style, what happens? You will have different types of stroke lines. From this, you people can select whatever you want and give OK. Yes. What happens from that? As the same procedure that we use for drawing a line, click on the OK button. Now cursor changes into a crosshair, the plus sign. Then you can click and drag on the screen. A dotted line will appear. And for resizing it, the same what you did for the line has to be done here also. Now, how do you draw a rectangle? Nothing. Click on the rectangle shape box or ellipse, whatever you wanted to draw. Either it can be a rectangle or ellipse. What is an ellipse shape? It will be like a small egg, right? For egg, only one side will be a curve. For ellipse, both the sides. Yes. To draw a rectangle or an ellipse, select that tool from the toolbox. The cursor will again change into a plus sign. That is what is termed as actually crosshair. Yes. Click and drag anywhere on the screen where you wanted to draw the rectangle. Yes. And ellipse, whatever you wanted. Then release the button. What happens? The desired size will occur. Press the shift key while you are drawing to constrain a shape of circle or square. See, if I wanted only a rectangle or ellipse, you need not press shift along with the drawing. In case if I wanted to draw a square or either a circle, what happens? On pressing the rectangle tool, I have to click on shift to make a square. Whereas by clicking on the shift, when I select the ellipse, what happens? It will just get converted into a circle. Yes, this is how the diagram actually changes. This is without pressing shift, and this is by pressing shift. Now draw a rounded corner rectangle. What is meant by rounded corner rectangle? You will have a curve in the edges. So what do people have to do? This is actually this actually comes in your exercise, lab exercise. To draw a rounded corner, what do people have to do? Double click on the rectangle toolbox, and what happens? A dialog box will appear. The rounded corners in the dialog box appears. In that, you people can go and select it. The cursor changes the crosshair. Click and drag anywhere. What happens? The same shape will occur. All that is, you have to select from the dialog box. Yes, how do you draw a polygon? Go to the polygon tool, click on that. What will happen? A crosshair will appear. As you draw, polygon is going to occur. Yes. Fine. How can you draw a star using polygon tool? Just select a polygon tool. A plus sign will appear as a cursor. Then what happens? As you draw, click and drag anywhere, a polygon will appear. Release the mouse button of the desired size. Now what you people have to do is, it will be in a selected position only. It has to be only in a selected position. Now you people have to get into element, go for polygon settings in the menu bar. Now what happens? A dialog box will appear. Now you people have to select how many sides, how many corners you want. Yes, if it is going to be 5 edges star, you will give 5 as the number of sides. And what is 50% or in star insert text box? What is 50%? The size of it. Yes, then click OK. What happens? The star appears on the screen. You will get into element. As you get into element, what do people have to do? Go for polygon settings. Fine. Number of sides is actually given as 5. Star insert is actually going to be 50%. For a small, for a defined size of a star, the star appears. Now if it is going to be 15, what do people have to give? The same, you will give it as sides as 15. We gave 5 here, right? Instead of that, you will be giving it as 15. Fine. Then this star will appear. And if the sides is going to be 25, only the sides you are going to change. Yes, if it is going to be 70, give it like this. Yes, clear. Filling shapes with color patterns. Filling shapes with color patterns. How do we fill colors to the shapes and patterns? See, draw a rectangle using rectangular tool that we have seen already, right? Then get into Windows, show colors. A color palette will appear. Even you can go for Control J. Then what happens? You can just choose your required color. Yes. See, Windows, show color. They have got into Windows, show colors. A color palette will appear. In this you can choose whatever color you want, and as you give full color, what will happen? The color will be applied to that. Yes, working with pages. How can you go to a specific page? See, your PageMaker provides several methods for moving across your pages in this publication. Let us see one by one. Method 1, you can move from one page to another by using page up and page down keys in the keyboard. Up arrow and down arrow, page up, page down keys are there, right? You can press it. Yes, next what method 2, you can move from one page to the another by using page icon on the left bottom of the screen. Method 3, go to the page dialog box. 2.52, just have a look at it. Get into page dialog box. How can you get into page dialog box? Just move to layout, go to page, or you can even press Alt Control G. Now the go to page dialog box appears like this, and you can just give the page number that you want to move on to the required page. Now how you can insert a page? Same, as you got into layout, go to page, just go to layout, insert page. In that, then insert dialog box will appear where you want the page, before this page or after that page, that you have to specify in this insert page dialog box. Insert to after the current page, that's it, or before. What happens, the new page will be inserted in your application. How can you remove a page? The same, go to layout, remove page. A page dialog box will appear and you can specify which page you wanted to remove, from where to where. Yes, then click on OK button. Now let us move on to the next topic, master page. Any text or image that you apply, yes, in the master page will be occurring on the entire document. Yes, what is the use of it? It shortens the time. It is because if we wanted to place the same image again and again to every page, it is going to consume so much of time, isn't it? Instead of it, we will use master page such that that image or object will appear again and again throughout the document. Master page actually contains logos, page numbers, headers and footers. Headers for the headings and footers for page numbers or for defining the author name. Yes, they also contain non-printing layout guides such as column guides, ruler guides and margin guides. If I say that I have to write within this bracket, within this portion, that portion alone we will be writing throughout the document. Yes, we will apply such a margin throughout the document. That is also applicable in your master page. Yes, master item cannot be selected on a document page. You can create, modify, delete the object on the master page just like any other object, but you must do so from the master page themselves. Though you are applying it to the several pages, you cannot go to some other page to delete the image or the logo. Say for example, it's a 30 pages book, right? That is what we are designing, and if I wanted to delete a logo from 15th page, it is not that I have to delete from the 15th page. Yes, I have to go to the master page, then only I can delete the entire things. Yes, any addition, anything that I wanted to make, I can do it only in the master page alone. See, the lower left corner will specify the master page. Yes, L and R. L denotes left and R denotes right. These mark the master page icon for facing the pages. Yes, a single-sided publication icon is marked by R alone. How do you insert page in master pages? Click on master page icon, then click on text tool. Now the cursor changes to an I-beam. Yes, next what happens? You can click on the left master page where you wanted to put the page number, or you can press Ctrl Alt P. Yes, a page number displays LM on the left margin page and RM on the right margin page. Yes, similarly click on the right margin master page and add Ctrl Alt P or add Ctrl Alt. The page number displays RM on the right master page, but it will appear correctly on the actual page. This is how it appears. How do you hide a master page? Get into view, display master. Display master, it will usually be with a ticked sign. Just remove the tick sign, it will be hidden. Yes, showing master page. How do you show a master page? Windows, show master page. That's it. The master page will be shown out. Yes, this is how your master page will look. See, master page represents your master page tab, and master page your none document maker none is there, right? That none is actually your master page list. Fine. So when you create a new master page, you will be asked to name the master page and set its margins and column guides. So to create a master page, how can you create it? Just get into new master page icon. A new master page dialog box will appear. Then what happens? Enter the name of the new master page in the name field. Then click OK. If you wanted to make any appropriate changes, you can make it for columns, if you wanted to make it for margins and all, you can make it. Yes, this is how the new master page will actually appear. Clear? Master page, if you wanted to apply some save page or duplicate anything, get into new master page, give it. Yes. Then how do you print a document? File, print, or control P. What happens? A document, print document dialog box will appear. In that, select the printer from the drop down list box. Yes. And choose the page that you wanted to print. Maybe fully or the individual pages you want. Yes. Here, choose which printer you are using. Yes, choose which printer you are actually using. Then the number of copies you want, whether you wanted a full or only the particular page. Then give print. Yes, that's it. If you can choose whether to collate the pages or not. Suppose you wanted to print 4 copies of 5 pages document. If a collate option is not selected, PageMaker will first print only 4 copies of page 1 and 4 copies of page 2 and so on. It will just print 4 pages continuously from pages 1 to 5. And if you give particular choices, what happens after giving collate, and if you are going to give choices, what happens? It will work accordingly. Then you can choose whatever you want from that print option and give OK. That's it. Yes children, with this your Adobe PageMaker actually gets over. I will teach you the lab session in your next class. Thank you.